Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Anthony, your health fitness enthusiast. Anthony Pale Instagram. If you're new here, welcome back to the channel. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome. And today's video, guys, we'll be talking about we'll be talking about how we can prevent injuries in the gym, what you should do, how rest time. We'll go a little bit of in-depth based on my experiences as usual. And yeah, guys, if you're new here, sit back, relax, and enjoy, and let's get straight to the video. So, guys, when you go to the gym, let's look at the basics. Let's start from the scratch. You go to the gym, start lifting. But when you lift, what is lifting? Your muscles, your joints. Okay, what are you lifting? Your muscles and joints. So that are the two parts of your body that allow you to move anything in the gym. So once what we'll be tackling through is we'll be going through. We'll be looking at how can you make our progression in the gym step up and topple down. So the first thing I would highly advise someone who's lifting in the gym, either if it's bodybuilding, whatever you're doing in the gym and you're using free weight, listen to this. Warm up. I wasn't a person who used to warm up, but I started looking at the benefits. What are the benefits? Blood flow, 1, the mental readiness, 2, and the joint mobility, flexibility. What do I mean? Once you stretch, for example, let's say you're doing legs and you start stretching a bit so that your tendons, okay, now let me not speak too much, your body is made up of elastic tissue. So if you allow those tissues to relax, those connective tissues to be filled with a lot of blood, and you relax and contract them, it allows you to do any certain type of exercise with ease, and chances of you having an injury in those exercises, maybe if it's squats, whatever leg exercise, for example, will be lower. So I highly advise, even with, for example, chest, if you do those lateral movements for your shoulders before lifting, it will actually allow you to live and lift heavier as time progresses if you warm up. So I highly advise you warm up due to the reasons of flexibility, mobility, pressure, allowing your blood flow to circulate. Even the mental readiness it has to you is beneficial. So please, if you never warm up, because I wasn't a person who used to warm up, but I started learning why warming up is, and I don't mean intense warming up, I just mean a little bit of warming up, especially for your joint and your muscle. For example, if it's legs, you can do some free leg squats with no weight, leg squatting with no weight. 1, if it's your chest, maybe do some light push-ups here and there. If it's your back, do some row with no weights to allow that blood to flow into your muscle. That's one thing, guys. Warm up. Second thing, guys, is use proper equipment. Proper equipment. What do I mean? If you're doing very heavy, maybe say legs, use knee straps. Maybe even use the belt. Proper shoes. The small fundamentals of you growing in the gym will actually prevent you from getting injuries. For example, guys, if you don't go with proper shoes, 1, 2, there's a time in the gym you see guys coming with some weird, some funny shoes there, and they aren't meant for training. I highly advise if you don't use proper shoes for training, or if you don't use proper equipment for whatever thing that you're doing, you should, because it has a lot of prevention from injuries, especially for a joint. And if you don't use this proper equipment wisely, you can also get injuries. So use this equipment and use proper equipment for your benefit, so that you don't get any injuries. Proper technique is the third one, guys. What do I mean? For any muscle growth or muscle tearing, you should use it with proper form. Meaning, if you don't use it with proper form, you're gonna cause injury. For example, dumbbell incline is one of the most exercises. I see people flaring their elbows too far wide, and now they start using their front delts. If you do any exercise with the wrong technique, 1, you'll be targeting the wrong muscle. 1, 2, you'll be injuries that are not supposed to be there. So proper technique so that you target that specific muscle. I usually say, if I'm doing an exercise, it's that muscle. If it's squats, if it's drawing, I usually tell myself, I use very, very small, and not very small, very good reps. I don't do them I usually take my muscles to the point I feel the tension and the stress, so that I know that that's the muscle that I'm using. So please, proper technique over any day, proper form over weight every single day. I usually tell you guys. And guys, the fourth tip is understanding your bioeffect. Your bioeffect is simply, you've done an exercise, maybe say squats. You take a rest and you ask your body, have I felt the squats on my legs or have I felt them on my back? So that's understanding your bioeffect. Your bioeffect, it tells you whether or not you're doing the exercise with that muscle. 1, 2, understanding your bioeffect tells you if you've rested enough. Like before even going to the other set, it's telling you, yeah, you can go now because you've rested for a couple of minutes or a couple of seconds or minutes. So the third, even with your bioeffect, it tells you if you're actually feeling some muscle strain either on your shoulder, your legs, your knees. So understand your bioeffect to see or to feel or to even avoid injuries on the future. That's our fourth tip, guys. And the fifth tip, which I put it in general, because it's the most, people ignore it, but to me I feel like it has the most weight because people don't usually know. So people think it's going to the gym, no, it's not really just the gym, it's after the gym. So the fifth or the last tip, guys, and you guys reach a part of the video and I tell you guys, please like, share, subscribe. Check me out on Instagram at Anthony Murithi, anthony.murithi.m, where I post my daily content on Instagram. Yeah, guys, so we've reached a part of the video where I say kwaheri, but before finishing, let me tell you the last tip. The last tip is resting, guys. Why is it the most? Why have I really emphasized on it? Based on my experience and what I've seen that works best is 40% is the gym and 60% is rest, nutrition, and like filling your body with energy to come the next day. What do I mean? Muri, what are you saying? I'm saying this. You've gone to the gym, you've only achieved a certain percent. The other percent is on the food, the rest and recovery, so that you wake up the next day able to lift. So if you don't have enough rest, if you don't take enough nutrition, if you don't take enough things to replenish energy for you to be able to wake up the next morning or the next day, bro, sister, friend of mine, there's nothing that you're doing. Yes, you have the percentage of the gym, but you're losing the marks or the percentages, not the marks, but the percentages for nutrition. I usually advise my students, my friends, whoever is in the gym, to please think about more of the nutritional aspect. The gym, yes, but give your nutritional more weight. Because, for example, if you want to cut on you, or maybe say you are fat on the belly, and you maybe still drink a lot of alcohol, still drink a lot of beverages which are processed, still eat junk, but even if you hit the gym 5 hours a day, it won't change a single thing. So please look at the nutritional aspect as well as the gym aspect, because both of them carry each one of them has their own weight to carry. So yeah, guys, you've been training for maybe say 12 weeks. For maybe I'm using myself. I trained for most probably for in a 12-week program. God damn. In a 12-week program, I usually take 1 week off. Why? Is because I've said, guys, we use the same muscles, the same joints, and as time goes, based on friction, based on movement, you really need to give them time to rest and recover. So in a maybe say 12 weeks or 6 weeks, depending on your program, I would also advise you to take a week off just to replenish enough energy, allow your joints to relax, your tendons, so when you come back the next week, after taking the nutritional advice that I've just given you guys, so that you're able to see some improvement. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been your Banjo Morelli. See you in the next one. Salute, guys.